next one, which is here, this is XOR encoding, which is a part of real XOR encoding by itself with a fixed key is not very secure, but it is part of more complex algorithms like AES that are secure. So XOR just combines 2 bits. If the 2 bits are the same, they're both 0 or they're both 1, the answer is 0. If the 2 bits are different, 1 0 and 1 1, then the answer is 1. So characters are ASCII encoded like this, and you can find them all here. There's the 65, 66, 67, and base 10. Here's the binary version of it. And so you can do A XOR B, for example. Then all these bits are going to turn to 0. Those 2 are going to be 1, so that turns into a binary 3. All right. So here's an XOR program. I have a message here of hello and then a carriage turn line feed, and I'm going to XOR encode this hello. So I get the length here is equal to this location minus the start of the message. So that tells me how long it is. And now I can subtract EBX1, and I'm going to loop here. So ECX, move ECX5. I'm only going to encrypt 5 characters. The hello, I'm not going to encrypt the carriage turn and line feed. And this loop will automatically loop on the ECX register. So I preserve it. And then here I subtract 1 from the character. So I'm moving from the end of it to, I start with ECX pointing to 5, which is the last character. I'm going to process it and then go backwards, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, quitting when I hit 0, which is what the loop instruction does. And now for each one, I'm going to load an 8-bit character from the address of the current character and XOR it with 3, and then put it back in the address EBX. So I'm going to take this as my input and my output. I'm going to read the characters and then right on top of them the other value, and then I can print out the modified message. So that's how this works. And again, there are some challenges you can solve with that technique.